We opened it. Check the quantity first. Let's find the large piece of leather. There are knife cuts here. It's a hole we punched. This hole is wider than that one. Then fit it to the hole. Flip it over and attach this piece. Then pinch it tightly. This sheet has a square opening like this on it. Take out this small sheet. 2 square buckles. Take out the light-colored thread and mark a distance that is 11 times this length. Then cut it with scissors here. Pass the needle through like this. Pass it through like this. It's the same on both sides. Then sew through 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers. It's the same steps here. 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers. Put it back into the hole on our left. Pull it tight. Go from here to the first hole. We'll do some reinforcements. Pass it from the second hole to the hole on the back. Pass the needle through like this. Make sure these 3 layers are aligned. Keep the sewing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We turn it over, folding the end, so these 3 holes. Adjust the position. Sew it through. 3 layers. Keep sewing it to the end like this. The last stitch should be horizontal like this. Cross sewing method. Okay, pull eye. That's it. Finally, we'll finish off the thread on the back. This position also needs to be reinforced. Use a lighter, minimum fire. Then press. The other one works the same way. Find these 2 small sheets. Then put this sheet in the buckle. We need to secure this piece of leather here. Measures like this. Then multiply it by 5 times. Continue sewing like this. Let's sew it back again, like this. And finally, this is where we started. The last stitch. Let's do another stitch for reinforcement. Okay, the other side is also to be sewn in the same way. Then we take these 2 sheets. This one is already sewn. Now let's show how to sew this one. Let's measure thread first. Take 3 times the total length. It's the same as before. Start the needle at this position, pulling both threads at the same time. Then hold the second thread. Pull the line over. Then take out the back needle. Pull the line the same way. Pinch it right and take our first needle. Okay, pull the thread. Okay, go down with the needle. Go on. The needle continues down here. Just like this. Pull it up. Okay, what about this other needle? Pull it down. Then came out again from the hole in the front. Don't worry about the hole position. Okay, then sew down. Then sew all the way to the end. Then take out this front. Yes, on the front of our leather. That's it. Go in. Screw on. Okay, it's the same here. Okay. Both belts are ready. Go around these 3 sides. Find this location. Here 123. Pull out 2 needles at the same time. First needle. Go through the second hole. Put the needle on the back. Same method as before. Keep sewing. Notice that this hole is a small hole. Let's finish this hole first. Flip it over here. 1234 to the 5th large hole. They race separated by 4 holes. Skip the first hole here. From the second hole to here is exactly the 27th hole. Sew it into this big positioning hole here. This is connected to our 27th hole position. Okay. Put it through. Then immediately put the needle above. Go through this position. Pull it tight. After tightening, the hole above this needle. Do 2 stitches and put the needle through here. This position between the 2 sheets of leather. Come down and sew these 4 small holes in the middle like this. It is our 5th largest hole. Finish this stitch. And you bring this needle down here. Okay, then this needle at the bottom. We put it on from this big hole to the 27th hole position. When we sew to this position, there's another big positioning hole here. And this big hole. So that is to say, we sew this leather in the 10th hole here. We also sewed at the 27th hole. It's the same method as the previous belt. We keep sewing until we're done with the whole loop. After sewing, then change to this other needle. Coming up from the bottom, it's the same here. After this leather is sewn, with 2-3 rows of holes, a line like this. Next, we measure the thread. From here to here, it's 7 times its total length. This is the bottom row. Thread the needle in here. Take out the leather material made before. And the third one, the corner hole. Then the second needle, the second hole. Pull out both needles at the same time. Then pinch the line of our first hole. Reinforce it here. Add this leather to the seventh hole. That's it. Then continue to sew a hole down in the same way. There are 9 holes in total. There are 9 holes in the middle, at the 10th hole. It's the same as before, and then we sew it here and down. Then continue to sew here. Then go this way. Come down from here. And that's the whole loop.